here's the relation. So there is a relation. You know how we've been talking about that cosine the acute angle is equal to negative cosine of the obtuse angle, right? We've been talking about it. So we're gonna write it as a formula. Okay? Remember that if this is 80, what would this be?
This is 100.
Because all together they're gonna make 180.
Yep.
What is this?
This is
Acute.
acute.
And this is obtuse. Okay? If we call this theta, right? Generally, what do we call this? What would this be?
So what is this? Can I quote it?
If this is theta, what do we call the supplementary angle? What would the supplementary? No, it would be this. Right? If this is theta, we did it with numbers. If this is 80, then this is 180 minus 80, which is 100. Right? If this is theta, whatever that is, could be 50, 40, 30, 20, 25, 21, right? Whatever that theta is. To find this angle, I have to do 180 minus that. Right? Okay. So, supplementary angles, right? This is the obtuse supplementary angle. This is the acute supplementary angle. Are we okay with that?
No.
Alright, now let's relate. Let's relate them. In this case, they called it A instead of theta. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, but they named it A. A is the acute angle. The obtuse angle, the supplementary obtuse angle is 180 minus A. Are we okay with that?
Yes.
Alright. Sine A, how can you relate it to the sine of 180 minus A?
100.
Is it the same or is it the opposite?
It's not same.
It's the same, right? Because they're both positive, right? So sine A is equal to sine 180 minus A, right? How about cosine?
Opposite.
It's negative.
This is negative.
So
Okay.
cosine A is negative cosine 180, take away A. Okay? And tan is negative.
Negative.
Okay? Now, you need to understand that this and this, they're supplementary angles. So they supplement each other to make 180. Okay? So, if I tell you sine 40 is going to equal to sine 180 minus 40, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Right? Which is, I can write it as sine 40 equals to sine 140. Okay?
Supplementary means 180, right?
Yes. So 40 and 140 makes 180. Right? However, cosine 40 is equal to
Negative.
negative cosine 140.
Okay.
Okay? Tan 40 okay? So, formulas, very important. Now, I'm going to throw a question at you. If I say that the sine is equal to, sine of the angle is, you don't have to write that. Sine of the angle theta is 0.3215.
Okay.
Can you tell me if theta is obtuse, acute, or both? It could be both. Why? Because sine is positive.
Yeah.
And sine is positive for both acute and obtuse. Okay? So theta could be either acute or obtuse. Now what if I tell you that cos theta equals negative 0.721?
That's
Obtuse, because
Negative.
it's negative. So theta is obtuse. Okay? So by looking at the sign of the cos, tan, and sine, you can tell if it's obtuse or acute. Yeah?
Alright.
But remember that sine is going to be positive no matter what. So you must say it's either that or that. Okay? It can work for both. Alright. Now, I will go back to it after.
Yeah.
Okay? So write the measure of each supplementary obtuse angle. Okay? Now, listen to this. Write the measure of each supplementary obtuse angle. So your answer must be an obtuse angle.
Negative.
Obtuse means greater than 90.
Okay.
Between 90 and 80.
Oh,
Okay. If the sine of the acute angle is 0.65. So the sine of the angle is 0.65. How can I find the angle?
Second shift.
That's right, sine inverse, right?
So the angle is 0.65, right?
No.
Uh,
The ratio is 0.65.
yeah, that's one. Okay.
The ratio is 0.65. The angle is what?
Angles 41 degrees.
41 degrees?
Yes, 41.5.
So, the question is asking you to find the supplementary obtuse. What do you do to find that? That's right. So to find the supplementary obtuse, you have to do 180, take away 41, which is 140, 139. Okay, so we have to find the acute angle first, and then we have to do the 180 minus that. Okay, because the question is asking for the obtuse. So the cosine of the acute angle R, so cosine of R is 0.22. What do I have to do to find angle R?
Second shift.
So cosine inverse, 0.22, what is that? 77 degrees. To find the obtuse angle, I do no, 180 minus 77, which is 103. Okay, you guys are going to do the next one.